guys, stages 1 through 100, their biggest regret. Let's see what their biggest regrets are.
Biggest regrets, from those with zero responsibilities and life experience to some who have been alive for over a century.
Wow, wowzers.
But first, what does a 1-year-old
What does a 1-year-old regret?
What's your biggest regrets?
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh, he's taking up the mic for this one. What's your biggest regrets? I didn't mean to come off
2-year-old.
that strong.
Do you wish you didn't pee on the floor?
I haven't went here in a
Oh,
while.
4-year-old.
I don't know.
5-year-old?
I'm not sure.
That is so interesting. You see them like slowly become more cognizant. Is it cognizant? I don't know the word. I'm so bad words. But they're becoming more aware, you know, and being able to articulate themselves better.
Do a funny joke. There's chickens and I threw a rock at one.
You threw a rock at a chicken?
Why would it throw a rock at a chicken? Evil child! Evil child! What the chicken ever did to you? He's probably just trying to cross the damn road.
Two.
You're on demon mode.
Demon mode, that's what I'm saying.
And my biggest regret is not listening to my mom.
Aww.
You gotta have something.
That's so cute.
No regrets. Nice.
Probably
No regrets.
existing. I don't want to be here.
Ages 1 to 10 were
Did that little 9-year-old girl just say probably just existing? I don't want to be here? What? What?
Nice.
Probably existing. I don't want to be here.
Ages 1
That's so sad. I hope she's
to
okay.
10 were actually kind of concerning, but now the next ages are going to school and may learn and face more consequences to their actions.
One time I yelled at my mom and she didn't talk to me for a very long time.
Aw.
I think I wasted too much money on some games.
Going on zero gravity the other day.
Why?
Because my head feels like it's gonna pop off.
I have a lot, but I don't know if I remember all.
Why are 9-year-old girls already getting girly pop existential dread? It's so crazy.
Biggest regret, not going to private school sooner. I guess it's like the academics were like so much better than the kids that I get to hang out with now. I'm very blessed to hang out with the kids that I hang out with, so.
Moving here. I don't know. I've let a lot of people like walk
She seemed pissed. The 16-year-old seemed pissed off.
for me and just being too like shy and just not like expressing myself enough, I guess.
I get that. She's so real. She's so real. Sometimes it's just too scary to even speak.
Not doing as well in.
It is crazy. Depression is hitting younger and younger. And my guess is probably exposure to the internet and other people who are struggling with things. But it's really sad. Mental health is declining. That's why take care of your siblings. You got siblings, make sure they're doing okay. Yeah. Because even if they're younger, they're still going through a lot.
Middle school.
Getting back with my ex when I was like 17 years old.
What do you do?
They like basically cheated on me.
Despite being teenagers, the answers have gone a little more serious.
It's gonna be really interesting to see. Not that their problems don't mean anything. When you're that age, it's your world. As they get more and more drastic and serious and like deeper meanings, from like a relationship to like crazy stuff.
But what regrets could result from what some call the best time of a person's life?
What's your biggest regret?
Not researching the college I went to school. I didn't like look at the Reddit. Not having the confidence to do the things I wanted to do. Like holding yourself back. Because I feel like you could do so much more, but you're like, I'm so anxious and scared.
Biggest regret? I don't know. Probably crashing my car into the side of a highway.
Okay.
Biggest
regret, downloading
Tinder. I met a guy on there and he really f***ed me up.
Getting to that age, you know?
Yeah, we'll say not finishing college.
Okay. How long did you go there for?
Like 2 years.
You dropped out of college?
Why'd you leave?
Because I had a offense and I lost all my financial aid.
I would have to say not speaking up for myself. I very much was a pushover for a lot of my life, and it just kind of got me in a lot of situations that I didn't want to be in.
Not taking a leap of faith when I wanted to.
My biggest regret is not coming to America sooner.
I don't think I have one, because I learned from everything that I went through. And after the dust settles and you reflect, you're like, it was important I went through.
Let me articulate myself. So he said he doesn't regret anything because he's learned from it all. I feel like things can be so dark and heavy or just bad. There's not much to learn from it, and it just messes you up. It just traumatizes you. I don't think everything is a learning experience. And I think it's very earth-shattering to realize some things are just shit and will ruin you for the worse and not better you at all.
Dyeing my hair red.
Well, I guess the fun is over now.
Dyeing
but
my
let's
hair
see what
red,
people
I
in
wish
their
that-
30s regret,
yeah,
now
that's a-
entering
that's
life
a
of
good biggest
independence and
regret.
responsibility.
I mean, if I was choosing a career path again, I would probably choose something different. Should have been writing earlier.
Biggest regret, not having him sooner.
Oh, that was cute.
Why do you leave?
I had a baby.
What's your biggest regret?
Drinking too much.
No regrets tattooed on me.
Oh my god.
No, I don't regret anything actually.
Being afraid of stuff, you're like afraid to make changes in your life.
Not finishing school early.
What's your biggest regret?
None.
No regrets?
Nah.
That
Yeah,
works?
everything been a lesson thus far.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I gotta live through it. Fight it.
Even though there have been some prominent regrets so far, once you enter your 40s, you become at risk of a midlife crisis.
Oh
I
God!
don't think I could say that on video. Having kids.
What?
Doing too many drugs.
This woman just say her biggest regret is having kids. That's crazy. Imagine your child sees this. Oh my God, that's evil. How can you regret your children? Failed woman, ill woman. Kids are expensive and assholes, but they're still your flesh and blood. They're your baby. They're your baby. You have like natural instincts to love them too. And even besides that, they're your baby!
Oh, that scared me. Doing too many.
There's many.
Oh, was she joking?
Kids.
What?
I think she's
Risk of a
joking. Oh, were her
midlife
kids
crisis.
I don't think I could say that on video. Having kids.
What?
Doing too many drugs.
Oh,
I think her real answer was having too many kids, or she maybe was funny, but I think there's a bit of truth to that, because you wouldn't think to say it if not, and then she's like, okay, I gotta say something, doing drugs.
doing too many.
There's many.
Many?
Many?
Too many to just name one?
Probably.
Oh.
Stay young, guys. Probably the
young,
way I
guys.
raised kids early on.
Well, not moving in love earlier in my life. Moving out of fear more than moving out of love.
Right. So you
Damn.
wish you had just done the things you're passionate about.
But just moving in love, period. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have done that more than anything. Because
Oh, my
I
neck
was
cracked.
living in fear, and it caused me to make a lot of bad decisions in
Damn.
my life and perceive things in a different way than I would if I was moving out of love.
Let the small things go and just continue to forgive and love.
Not getting into working for nonprofit earlier. I worked in television for 15 years.
Right.
And never felt good about it.
I don't have regrets.
Not living in New York City long enough.
It's not about how much money you make. People who don't have the money are like, yeah, I'll be so well off, happy, high-paying job. You gotta work with what you love, and sometimes even the stuff that doesn't pay at all is what's the most fulfilling in life. It's the most fulfilling, and it makes you feel whole. So what matters is what's inside and how we experience the world and the emotions we feel and how we connect with others. All this money, capitalism, none of it's gonna matter at the end of the day. If all the banks shut down, there's world war, all we would have is each other and ourselves.
Moving abroad for my master's degree.
By now, your earlier life decisions would have led you to your life at 50, which was starting to get me some much more deep answers.
Oh, God.
My biggest regret was not dating. I never got married, and I got beautiful children, but it's like you can make children and not reproduce.
Not taking my time. I rushed through high school, I rushed through college. I'm a news journalist, so I rushed into a career. I would have taken it a little slower, taken my time. After college, I would have traveled Europe for a year and then started my career.
What's your biggest regret?
This interview.
How old are you?
What's your biggest regret this interview?
Joining the NBA.
Not joining the NBA. Were you good at basketball?
I'm 6'7". What do you think?
I had a beer or alcohol before the interview. I failed.
Oh, like a job interview.
Yeah, job interview. Yeah,
Oh,
job interview.
hey, you learned from it.
I don't have any regrets at the moment.
I don't know if I have a regret.
Not traveling around the world earlier in life.
Well, I should have maybe stayed
He
in
likes
college when I
traveling.
was but I'm made up for it.
What do you do to make up for it?
What do you do?
I became an investor.
Got any investments that you...
Out of the ashes rises the phoenix.
Okay,
Yeah.
so buy the dip.
After possibly partying, working,
Buy
and
the
caring
dip.
for children for the last 60 years, most people will have retired and now have a lot of time to think about their
Retirement.
past life choices and decisions.
Dealing with the wrong people and getting out, like when you feel like you should get out, but you don't because you think that it'll change.
Like a relationship, you mean?
Yeah, a relationship.
Not paying any.
That's
I had to raise kids.
real. Oh my gosh, these are so heavy. Staying locked in a relationship because you're so used to it. You don't know how to live a life without them. But like letting go, oh, it's freeing, and then you can grow.
No, I didn't go
It's
to
hard.
university, but I should have.
My biggest regret is that my mother, when I applied for university, checked the box accountant instead of architect.
My biggest regret that how
That's crazy.
your future.
Oh, okay. So you think I'm gonna get into trouble? Or just our generation?
I hope not.
Don't worry about me.
Study something that would have given me a bigger opportunity in life.
Not seeing David Bowie in Berlin in 1977.
I don't have regrets.
That's a pretty cool regret.
69. Not spending more time with the kids when they were growing up.
Now at 70 years old, most people's path has been set. Anything they could have done, they likely can't do anymore, which could lead to some strong reflections.
70.
What's your biggest regret?
I didn't do a lot
He
of
looks
things.
young for 70. He looks young. It's so messed up. How comes white people age so horribly? Everyone else looks fucking beautiful. They look like they're 40 or 50 at 70. We look like dried up grapes. We look like raisins, prunes.
Some of the ways that I raised my kids.
This is only my third time in New York.
None.
Not doing more crazy things when I was younger. I did crazy things, but not enough.
And you're not doing as much crazy things nowadays?
You don't have the energy.
What age do you think you stop feeling that energy at?
75.
75?
That's right.
Just like hits you like a wall.
You hit it exactly.
I'm almost there.
I didn't take better care of my teeth.
I have things that I regret, but then I forgave them. So I don't feel like I have things to forgive.
I have to say, I don't have...
My heart, that was so wholesome. Oh my god, finding inner self peace. I love him.
Regrets.
None?
I see them as learning experiences.
Right.
That I did not become a teacher.
Now beating the average life expectancy, what would someone who's been alive for 80 years do differently or regret from their entire life?
I look back and things look much sweeter than they did then. I don't want to regret. I don't want to feel bad about all the bad things I did.
I regret not having children.
Right. Was there a reason you didn't have them at the time? Or?
Get married.
Biggest regret is that I couldn't play shortstop for the New York Yankees.
That I didn't travel. I have none.
None?
None.
I was an officer.
I feel like that's something that the lady said her biggest regret is not having children. I feel like I would also be sad not having children. I feel like that's really sad, getting to the age where you literally can't anymore, and you wanted it. That's so sad.
It was really a wonderful experience, and I finished up after my 3-year commitment. I should have stayed in.
I can't really think of what it might be.
Yeah, it would feel like you're leaving nothing in this world. That is so sad. There's nothing to carry on you. And once you're gone, you're just gone. That's really sad.
I think when you're younger, you expect a lot more from yourself. You're more critical of yourself. I think as you get older, you kind of have to take it easier on yourself.
I don't have one. I don't really have anything that I regret.
That would be mine.
Despite living for almost a century, most people started to become more content with the decisions they've made, and I was more than curious to hear the biggest regrets from the small few living over 90 years old.
I'm sorry I got married so young, got married at 18. That was a big regret. So got divorced and had 2 children to raise by myself.
My biggest regret, I guess, would be when I went to college and I didn't pay attention.
My biggest regrets were probably because I didn't explain to the children about my life until they got older.
Not really. Life is not easy. Life is what you make it.
What's your biggest
That
regret?
is so true.
It takes a lot of thought because I don't think I have one.
I don't think I would either. Now that I think about it, choose what you want to do and work appropriately to get it.
And you'll have no regrets that way.
I can't think of anything right now.
Biggest regret is not continuing
97 years old, holy.
high school.
I can't think of anything
98.
right now that I say, oh, I wish I had done and I had never done. No regrets.
I got
No regrets.
No regrets?
I got no regrets whatsoever. My greatest responsibility right now is to be a good example of faith. Help them whenever you can. Always be truthful and honest.
That's so wholesome.
And
This
you'll
makes
never
me
have
feel
any
so good.
regrets.
And then we had the $1 million cars. That's a really good video by Ryan Mitchell too. Blah! If you like this video, you should come hang out with me on Twitch and watch it live every day but Monday. Up there, see that? Click that. Click that. That'll bring you there. Click it. I'll see you there. Thank you. Mwah. And if you didn't click it, I'll get you next time. Blah!